hasn't come back yet.
Who cares?
But he's been gone all morning.
So what? I bet he's sulking somewhere.
Yes, but where and why? He's bound to have got himself into trouble. Oh, come on, John, let's go and look for him.
Not me. I've got better things to do than go around looking for silly old folks and scarecrow.
Will that suit your purpose?
Oh, should do. When I get the hang of it.
What do you want a glass cutter for, any rolled up?
Oh, I promised to do a job for somebody. Put a couple of panes of glass in the greenhouse.
Oh, well, put a bit of beer money in your pocket.
If I should get it. Mrs. Bloomsbury Barton's greenhouse.
Oh, that'll be a labour of love.
Not love, Mr. Braithwaite. She's pestered me so long, I've got to do it. I don't mind telling you I'll be glad when I've got a proper job. Shan't be kept half so busy then as I am now when I'm unemployed. I'll let you have this back this evening.
Take your time, Mr. Peters. No hurry.
Wait! What sort of mischief are you getting up to, young lady?
No, Dad.
Doesn't look like none to me. And where's young John?
Dunno.
Well, if I come across him, he can come with me. I've got to go and do a job for someone. But I can't keep an eye on him, will you?
Yes, Dad.
Good girl.
Worzel, are you in there?
All right, come on in.
Worzel, if Mrs. Braithwaite catches you with the best tablecloth, she'll skin you alive.
Not if I can help it. I've had a few of me heads skinned off alive before now with a tater peeler. And it don't half hurt.
What do you think you're doing anyway?
What do you think I'm doing? Sunbathing, isn't I?
In a barn?
That's right, yeah.
But there isn't any sun.
In there, just. You go outside that door and have a look.
Yes, but you can't sunbathe indoors. You've got to go outside.
You still think I'm going to stand outside in the sunshine to do my sunbathing, do you? Not with my turnip bed on. Too much sun on a turnip bed, it starts sprouting roots and shoots, particularly if there's been a drop of rain the day before. It's all right for humans. All they ever sprouts is whiskers. I reckon if there's any sunbathing to be done, to be on the safe side, I'll do it in here.
Oh, Worzel, how can you be so stupid?
Don't you be so flippity, young woman. In any case, I'm not going to argue fire with you. Not on me holidays.
Scarecrows can't have holidays.
Oh, yes, they can, long uns. And they retires and all.
Retire? You can't retire.
Well, humans does.
Not scarecrows.
Well, tell me this then, young smarty pants. If humans can decide to be scarecrows, why can't scarecrows decide to be humans?
But humans can't be scarecrows.
That's just where you're wrong, Miss Know-It-All. Because a whole parcel of them turned up here this morning practicing to be scarecrows.
Where?
You come along with me, I'll show you.
It's a long way.
Not much further. Just over here it is. I saw them humans being scarecrows.
I'll still believe this when I see it.
You'll believe it right enough, just you wait. Look.
But they're not scarecrows.
I know they're not scarecrows yet. There's humans, but there's humans learning to be scarecrows.
They're anglers.
What?
Anglers.
Wanglers?
Anglers. Look, fishermen catching fish.
Or scrumple me straw and call me horsehead. I got a wangling head somewheres I've never used. Never know what it was for. But why is they standing still like that? They won't catch nothing standing still. They wants to jump in the river and splash about a bit. Frighten them little fishes up on the bank. Yeah, won't catch nothing standing still, they won't. Yeah, I reckon I'll go and have a word with them. Show them how to do it proper. Poke about in the weeds with a bit of a stick or else chuck some stones in. That'll bring them pesky little fishes to the top.
No, Worzel, you mustn't. Look, that's how they do it, with a rod and a line and a hook and worms.
Worms? Did you say worms?
Yes, they put a worm on a hook and dangle it in the river.
Sounds like the waste of a pesky good worm to me.
Why, you don't eat worms, do you?
Certainly not. I don't eat nothing that don't keep still. But my little Robin Redbreast, he wouldn't turn his beak up at a pesky worm or three. Now, you wait here. I'm going to have a word with them there, wranglers. Oi, you! Yeah, you dang wanglers! I'm talking to you. Shh! Who you shushing? Ain't no law against talking round these here parts, is there?
Ignore him. Perhaps he'll go away.
You must be the village idiot.
Who's an idiot? I ain't more mazed than most, mister. I got more sense nor what you has.
Go on, push off.
Push off yourself. I'm the one that lives around here and that scares rooks so I does. If them fish is bothering you a bit, you want to do what I does with them rooks. You want to jump up and down a bit or have a good shout. Or chuck a brick or three. Or a few cow pats. Hey, I'll show you. Yeah, like this here.
Hey, leave off. Stop it.
Back it. No, it isn't. How's this for a treat then, Robin Redbreast? Old dank to the worms. Hey. Wangling, eh? So that's what you'm's for, is it? Danged if I don't know just the place for you. You stay there for a minute. And then there goes. That pesky thing stuck again. I know. I'll shove it in the door. Come on, Ed. That's better. Now for a bit of wank.
All right, then. Begin at the beginning, shall we, Mr. Edmonds? No. Now give me a full description of the missing article.
Come off it, Alfred.
Come off what?
You know it's full description. You stood there propping up that bar often enough, gazing up at it, wishing it was you that had caught it.
For the purpose of my official investigation, my own personal, private opinions don't come into it, now do they?
Don't they?
Of course not. That's hearsay. What I've got to have is a full written statement in writing from the owner of the missing goods. Now then, are you going to cooperate fully, or do I have to take myself down to the Spotted Bull and join their darts team?
It was a stuffed pipe, wasn't it? That big.
Oh.
Well, that big. 8 pounds 7 ounces it weighed. Leastways it did when I fished it. What it weighs in kilometres now would join the common market is anybody's business.
Have you any idea who stole it, Cyril? Mr. Edmonds? Any personal, private theory of motivation?
Jealousy, Constable. And if you want my own personal opinion, I'd say that the villain was one of my own customers. One you'd suspect the least. That had stood here night after night gazing up at that there pike, wishing that he had the know-how and the wherewithal to catch it.
I hope that you're not casting aspersions, Mr. Edmonds.
I'm not accusing anybody, P.C. Parsons. And I'm entitled to my opinion just as you are.
True. And I'm entitled to join any darts team from any pub that asks me. And I'll be much obliged, Cyril, if you'll hand me my arrows from the back of your bar.
There's no call to get uppity, Alfie.
I am not getting uppity, am I?
Yes, you are. You asked me why I thought it had been nicked, and I told you jealousy. I'm not naming no names, am I?
No.
That's one thing. Whoever stole that pike, he didn't do it for the good of his health or a fish and chip supper. Sawdust! Dang pesky fish is full of sawdust.
But Worzel, this is a stuffed fish. You didn't catch it.
I did so catch it then. I wangled this there fishy out that river not half an hour or 3 since. I expect the daft dozy article's been lying in the bottom of that river, chewing up bits of wood. That's why it's full of sawdust. Yeah.
Oh, please don't sulk, Worzel. I believe you, honestly.
Yeah? Well, good thing you does, missy. Otherwise, I could have gone into a sulk there, could have lasted a year. Maybe a month, even a fortnight. I wangled that fishy, all right. I wangled a whole lot more just as soon as I rigged myself out with some more wangling things. Yeah.
Worzel,
What do you want now?
you forgot your fish.
Oh, you can have that for the keep. For to eat. Sawdust don't agree with scarecrows, so reckons it must be good for humans.
Thanks a hunk, Worzel.
Oh, that's all right then. I'll get your statement typed out in triplicate so then you can sign it.
Do you reckon you'll be able to get my pipe back?
I wouldn't swear to that. Though they do say every cloud do have a silver lining, don't they?
How do you mean?
Well, it'll be a sharp lesson to you in future. Teach you to look after your things. Keep your doors locked, my dear.
How can I keep my doors locked? It's a pub.
Oi! Had your bicycle outside, PC Parsons? One with the black oilskin cape draped over the carrier?
Yeah, that is my official means of transportation. And safely chained to the drain pipes outside.
Pity you didn't chain your oilskin cape to the drain pipe while you're at it. Some funny-looking bloke just ran off with it.
What? Oh, the thieving varmint! I'll have him down the street and look with you.
Part of the usual, please, Squire.
Certainly, Mr. Peters.
Tell you what, Mum, I do like your goldfish. And I like your new goldfish bowl and all.
These are tropical fish, Enid, not goldfish. And it's a fish tank, not a bowl. Do try and remember. These are rare tropical fish. The goldfish are where they belong. Outdoors, in the pond.
We keep them in bowls where I come from.
Oi! Come away from there. You'll fall in if you're not careful. John, shall I tell you again? Come over here.
Coming.
I said you could come with me. You're going to be a help, not a hindrance. Otherwise, you can go back to the caravan.
What do you want me to do?
Pass me up that pane of glass, would you? Careful now. That's it.
Crikey!
You made me do. What did you shout for?
Nothing, Dad.
Great. You know what you've done now, don't you? You've doubled my workload.
Come on, little fishes. Let's be having you. I know I ain't got no juicy, wriggly worm stuff for you. On account of my little Robin Redbreast has got first claim on it. Still, I reckon a tasty bit of carrot do just as well, don't you? Hey, there you are. Go on, jump on that.
Come in! I fetched your morning tea in, Mum.
Brought, Enid, not fetched, but brought.
Yes, Mum. Brought your morning tea. Where shall I plonk it down?
Put it down, Enid, not plonk it down.
Yes, Mum. Only where shall I put it then? Because it's right heavy, your silver, and I wouldn't like to have an accident on your best bit of carpet.
I'll have my morning tea over here on the coffee table.
Yes, Mum. I shouldn't pour it out just yet if I was you. It hasn't had time to mash.
Brew, Enid, not mash. Do try to remember, in this part of the country we brew tea, not mash it.
Yes, Mum. Anyway, it ain't gonna make it taste no different. It'll still go down the same hole.
Enid, do not leave the room until I tell you to do so.
No, Mum.
Now, I'd like you to do something else for me, Enid. Will you kindly take that odd job man in the garden a cup of tea?
Oh, yes, Mum. How many sugars does he take, Mum? Do you happen to know?
Not my Lapsang Souchong silver service. In the kitchen. Servants' tea bags in servants' mugs.
Yes, Mum.
When you've taken it to him, will you kindly ask him if he'd look at the dishwasher and see if he can do anything with the wretched thing? It'll save me getting in a proper electrician.
Yes, Mum. Hey, if you're trying to get this fella to do this job on the cheap, shall I tempt him with a couple of ginger biscuits?
I do not get jobs done on the cheap. I am merely trying to save a real electrician time and trouble.
Yes, Mum. Whatever you say. I believe you. Thousands wouldn't. Right, I'll get his mug of char.
Now, you can finish this off.
Thanks, Dad.
Couldn't manage the last of these sandwiches, I don't suppose. Sardine and tomato.
No, thanks. Dad,
What's up?
what's he whispering for?
Because I don't want Mrs. Bloomsbury, what's her name, to know I've finished mending her greenhouse.
Why not?
Because she'll be bound to find me another job if she sees I haven't got my hands full, and then find some way of ducking out of paying me for it. As soon as we finish these signings, we'll push off.
You'll have to see before you go to collect the money for the greenhouse.
No, I won't. I'll send her a bill.
You haven't got any bills.
That's all you know, Mr. Clever Clogs. I'm having some letterheads printed, aren't I? W.G. Peters across the top, handyman underneath.
Oh, we are getting posh, aren't we?
Well, all else to keep me going till a proper job turns up. Shh, set the back door.
pesky varmint. I'll teach you to turn your nose up and taste a bit of carrot. Hello.
Morning.
Morning.
It's a right scorcher and all, isn't it?
Pardon?
I said it's a warm one, and no mistake.
What's that?
Hey, does anybody down here speak proper English?
I speak better English nor what you does, missy. And I speak Worzelese and not... Get up! Right here!
Rottelese?
Yeah, Worzelese. Wanna wash your ears out?
Worzelese? Was that French?
Well, that's for me to know and you to find out, innit?
Anyway, I fetched you a mug of tea.
Oh, and a slice of cake?
No, there ain't no cake, but there's a few ginger biscuits.
Oh, that's very nice. Thank you, missy. Cup of tea and some ginger biscuits. That's proper, that is, isn't it? Hey, thank you very much. And again, dang thing. Hey,
What were you doing?
what?
I said, what were you doing?
I was wangling.
Wangling?
That's it, wangling.
But you were just poking about with a stick in the bottom of that pond.
That's what I said. I was wangling.
Oh. Well, I suppose I better be getting back before she starts to wonder where I am. Bye now.
Bye, thanks very much for the tea.
Hey, that reminds me. She says, can you pop up to the house when you finish here and have a look at our dishwasher?
What's that?
Well, it's a dishwasher, isn't it? What else would you call it? Well, its name tells you what it is. It's a machine what washes dishes. Barn pot.
Yeah, well, tell her I'll look at her thingamajig in a minute. Yeah, I'll look at anything, me. Yeah. Just as soon as I finish this here wangling. Gotcha.
Who the thump's that?
Don't know, Dad.
Must be her new gardener, I suppose. Scruffy-looking cove.
Oh, Dad, I thought you said you wanted to make away before Mrs. Bloomsbury Barton saw you.
Right, I did. Quick, grab those things. Come on.
Enid! Enid!
Yes, Mum?
Enid, what have you been doing?
Upstairs, Mum, making the beds, like you told me.
I seem to also remember telling you to ask that handyman if he could do anything to my dishwasher.
Oh, I did do, Mum.
Well, you can't have done it very well. I've just seen him going out of the main gate carrying his bag of tools.
Oh, I told him, Mum. And he said he'd have a look at your dishwasher as soon as he'd finished his wangling.
Wangling? Is that what you call putting a pane of glass into a greenhouse?
No, Mum, it's what he calls poking about at the bottom of a pond with a stick.
Well, what on earth has he been doing that for? I shall get onto Scatterbrook Farm immediately and ask him to come back. That's as soon as I've been upstairs with you.
And what for, Mum?
To see if what you call bed making and I call bed making are anything like the same thing. And if those beds are made to my standard, young woman, you can start all over again.
Yes, Mum.
I reckon there's many a crow as flies of a tenacre field where I goes a wangling again. Proper waste of time, so it is. Now then, what was it I wanted me to have a look at? Oh, danged if I can remember what I called it. I can't remember what I called it. I will recognize it if I sees it. What was it I called it now? A mishmasher, wasn't it? Ain't nothing in here worth looking at. Ain't nothing answers the description of a mishmasher, neither. Hey! That's it! That's what she wanted me to have a look at. Ah, daft me. That ain't a mishmasher neither. That's a dishwasher, that is. Hey! Oh, me oh my, that's a sad for speccy-eyed alternative, is that? Yeah, I reckon I'll just sit me down over here. Take the weight off my feet. Ah, watch that old dishwasher for a minute or three. Dang my straw, I reckon it's when me and Aunt Sally gets married, we'll get ourselves one of these things. We sit down in our own little home, as happy as pigs. We'll watch that old dishwasher until the tiddlers come out of our ears.
Mr. Peters,
Yes, Mrs. Braithwaite.
there was a phone call for you not long ago.
Oh, yes.
Mrs. Bloomsbury Barton wanted you.
I've just come from her place.
She said you didn't fix her dishwasher.
Didn't ask me to fix her dishwasher. She asked me to fix her greenhouse roof, and I have.
Well, she said she asked you to fix her dishwasher as well.
Not to my knowledge. She's never said anything to me. Anyone say anything to you about a dishwasher?
No, Dad.
She can pay me for what I've done already before I do anything else for her, anyway.
Mum?
Straw, Enid, in my drawing room.
Yes, Mum. Well, it looks like straw. Either that or it's horses, eh?
I do not require a precise agricultural definition, Enid. Fetch a dustpan and brush and get rid of it. And take the tea things with you.
Yes, Mum.
Hello again, missy.
You daft apeth. She'll go bonkers if she catches you in here.
I know she won't. I got something for her, you see. I had a look at that contraption of hers earlier on.
A dishwasher?
A fish washer. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I had a good look at it. And I enjoyed it very much. In fact, I wouldn't mind having another look at it again sometime.
Why, is there still something wrong with it?
Nothing wrong with it as far as I can see. In fact, one of the finest fish washers ever clapped my eyes on. Wouldn't mind doing a bit of wangling in it if them little tiddlers ever grows up.
What are you going on about?
A fish washer. Tell her thanks very much. And see if she can have a lend of these with my compliments.
What's in it?
Something for her to go wangling with. Well, if she fancies a bit of wangling, that is. From my Robin and me. Hey, hi, Robin. I told you she'd appreciate that little gift.
Worms!
Oh, get rid of them! Hello again, missy.
Rosie!
Worzel Gummidge, that you kindly, missus. If I let you have a lend of my worms, will you ask me have a lend of your fish washer? God's blessing on you, missy. God's blessing. Yeah. You can have it if you like. I'll have your back.
I don't want to hear from you, but...
It's the dang wanglers again. It's them would have started this in the first place. Right. Oh, Worzel will have ya. Yeah.